What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Marc broadcasting from the Layton. Well, I was at Domino's. It is currently a little bit past 2 o'clock in the morning, so we're doing this little skit where it's nice and quiet, everybody's sleeping, and we're just barely off of work, and everything is still fresh. So, on today's topic, it has to do with doubles and triples. AKA, you're not doing singles because either your store's really busy or it's going to be super convenient for you to take 2-3 deliveries because it's all in the same area and typically they're a little bit further out. So, if you would compare between apples and oranges, I would actually prefer doing doubles and triples compared to singles, even though it takes a little bit more time as far as for the customer goes. And, that's just because if you're doing singles, if you think about it this way, you go to the store and back, and it's a major fuel economy killer. Especially if you don't have one of those electric cars or hybrid cars. And especially on those sections where, well, when people stiff you or they're really cheap as far as like, you know, in their generosity section. But anyways, that kind of balances it out, especially if you're doing doubles or triples, just because it kind of, what do you call them? Let's say you're doing doubles. So a really good practice that I do is I look at the route and I put them together. So this applies to both doubles and triples, or heck, even quadruples sometimes, depending on how busy and short-staffed your store is. So, for example, the way that I have it set up is I stack my third one at the bottom, then the second delivery, then the very first delivery. I carry them out and I lay them in the back of my car. So from the rear passenger side, the last delivery, the middle one, and the first one, because I access my pizza boxes from, well, pizza, I can't even think right now because it's so late. I pick up my deliveries normally from the rear driver's side. So anyways, the way that I have my receipts set up is, you know, I have them on the front on here, and it goes from left to center to back, and it's lined up with that. So one of the biggest mistakes that I used to do quite often, especially when doing doubles and triples when I was still fairly new at it, is that I would mix up the orders and it would be so freaking embarrassing that it's not even funny. And it has to get remade, and well, guess what? You're the one that has to do delivery, or you lose customer, you know, respect, report, things of that sort. So always take a second to double check, heck, even triple check that the what do you call them? The things that the pizza go into is for that exact address, because I used to mix them up occasionally when I least expect it, and it just throws the whole thing off, and it's probably more than likely going to ruin your day. So slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. What I mean by that is sometimes they'll have these little kinks here and there, like multiple dipping cups, napkins, pop, and really take a look at the other tab, because sometimes they'll say 2-liter bottle and you can't really differentiate that. Thank goodness I've not had that personal experience, but I've had someone, like a colleague of mine, that she thought it was just 1 Coke and ends up being 2. So it's like, well, I probably wouldn't have seen that either. So really double check everything. And so the way that I have it set up is it goes from bam to bam to bam, and it's just it's smoother that way. So as far as, like, you know, whenever you have those occasions where the wait times are extended, I send a text message to say, hey, just so you know, I'm en route, but I have X stops before you. So in most cases, I just say 1 stop before you, and most of them will respond back, or, you know, they'll get the message and they'll still be really cool with it, because communication seems to be like a really lost art when it comes to letting people know what's going on. And so communication really does go like a huge long way. So whenever I always call customers, you know, just to give them updates as to what's going on. Heck, even for a single delivery, I would call them prior too, because, you know, just to confirm everything on that order, because I have goofed up. I think it was like sometime last week where there was multiple blue cheeses and I didn't really see it that way, because I looked at the computer, I looked at my receipts, everything matched up. When they showed me the app of the extra blue cheese, I'm like, shoot, you know, so I made an extra trip that was like 20 minutes out, round trip, just to get him that. So slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So as far as that goes, is treat every single one, whether they have pre-tipped or not, like the same, just because it gives you a really good consistency as far as delivering good customer service. So that's really all my take whenever you're doing those doubles, triples, is go plan everything out. So by the time you're doing that and on your deliveries, you're just in and out, in and out, in and out, and all you really have to do is just do a quick check on the order prior to giving it to them, and it'll be smooth as butter. So hopefully this helps you out. If there's something that you find very helpful that you've done that I did not address on here, put it on the comments tab, or feel free to throw it on there. If you have any questions about like, hey, how do you do this, how do you do that, I'm new to the game. I'm still pretty new at it, but I feel like I got it down, especially in really busy peak times. And knock on wood that that it's been really good. So yeah, I respond normally within 24 to 48 hours just because I work 2 jobs. So by the end of this coming Wednesday, September, 6, 7, 8, 9, around September 9, September 10, I will be car debt free, baby. And thanks to the Dave Ramsey program. Just want to hit him up right there. And so, yeah, guys, thanks for delivering with Marc on Domino's. Take care.